The thing you can see here is, notice how round it is, right? There's a lot of symmetry we can exploit here and not have to mesh that whole chimney and save us a lot of computational time, though this one doesn't take that long. But if we wanted to add more nodes, more elements, to refine out some thermal gradients, then this would take us a much longer time. We wouldn't need to. So let's look at symmetry now and see if we can exploit that a little bit here. So going back to our SolidWorks model, actually go back to ANSYS real quick. We can obviously see we could cut the sucker in half, right? And we'd have some symmetry as both halves are the same. But if we did in half, so we just have this, say that we just have the left-hand half. Well, let's do that real quick. So we're going to come back here to SolidWorks and we're going to cut this sucker in half. So we'll go to Sketch first and click on Sketch. And it says, which plane do I want to sketch on? Well, let's find a plane that's already in the middle. So let's do the right plane. So it's right there in the middle. So click on right plane. And we're going to look at it from this side. And we're just going to create a box that's going to be around the whole piece there. All right, or a rectangle. And then we turn to the side here so you can see it slices it right down the middle. But we want to get rid of this one side. So we can still stay in Sketch, that's fine. Go over to Assembly, Assembly Features, and Extrude Cut. All right. We want to cut away this right-hand side. We don't want it to go to the left. We want to cut away the right-hand side. So we're going to flip our cut. So it's going the other way. And then we want to do through all, so we get rid of everything there. And then we'll do the green check mark, so we get rid of the one side. All right. So we just have the one half here. Now going back to the ANSYS model, we just have that one half. Wait, we could cut this again. We could cut it right here, and we'd have symmetry all up in this area, in this quarter. All right, so let's do that. Let's cut it again right along here. All right, so we got to find a plane there. So we'll come back to our Sketch, New Sketch, and which one of these? Ooh, that one right there, top plane. So if we cut across that top plane, we'll get rid of that bottom half. So I clicked on the top plane. I'll do my rectangle. So let me reorientate this. So I'm looking right down the top. And we click here to make sure I click far beyond it. So I encompass the whole piece there. And I'll select OK. And then come back here and see, yep, it's going to slice right through it. So we'll go back to Assembly, Assembly Features, and Extrude Cut. And go in the right direction. I'll just say through all. To take that out, green check mark, gone. All right, now I've just got this last little quarter. I went from this whole thing to now I'm down to a little quarter. All right, but let me go back here. What if I cut it one more time? All right, I've got this little quarter right up in this corner. I could cut right here. I got symmetry across that corner there. Let's do that. So that's going to take a little bit more work here. What we don't have is we don't have a plane that we can draw a rectangle on that goes in this direction. So we have to create a new sketch plane that would allow us to go this way. So the way we do that is we have to create an axis on which to rotate on. So I'll show you how to do that here. So we'll go back to Sketch, and we'll click on Sketch. And what surface do we want to be on? Let's just be on this, this top plane here. And we're going to draw a center line on that. And the center line is going to be right here. And we'll just start at the origin. And we'll come here and make sure we're at 90 degrees. So we want to make sure we're right on this angle here. And so right 90 degrees right there, okay? So we come along here. Doesn't matter really the length at all where we end up. It's just we're going to use it as a rotational piece. All right, so you can see where it's at. It's right below this top edge, and it's in line with the side here. So let's look at the front plane here. All right, see where it's located. All right, and so now we can create a new sketch plane. So let's do that. So we're going to exit Sketch and go to a new sketch, and we're going to edit sketch. I'll click on this. We'll just do a new plane. So it says, what's the first reference point? Well, we're going to reference it off the top plane. And the second reference is going to look for over here on the left. We're going to click on the axis. So we might have to zoom in here a little bit, make sure we're getting our axis center line here. All right. So now it's starting to draw the plane there, the yellow plane, and it says, oh, what angle do you want this at? Well, I want it at 45 degrees. All right. Oh, but I don't want it going that way. All right, I want it going this way. All right, so I just need a reverse direction right here. So I select that and then get it to go the other direction. All right, and that looks good. Now in the corners here, you can see you can drag these out and make the sketch plane bigger and smaller. I really don't care. I just want to have the sketch plane go in the right direction. So I'll just leave it right there where it's at. All right, so once we have that plane drawn, we'll go ahead and exit. And instead, we want to draw a new sketch on there. So let's come back in here and we'll draw a sketch on that new plane. So select our plane there and drawing the box. Again, we'll orientate so we get it the spot where we want to get the cut to go through. All right, so make sure we get the entire part encompassed. Looks good. All right, so now we can go over to assembly and extrude cut. All right, and we want to go through all and green check. All right, so now we're just down this little bitty eighth of our original piece now. Let's zoom in there. All right, so that's what we want to take into ANSYS. So we'll go ahead and save this. And we'll go over to ANSYS and we'll update our geometry. So right clicking here, we're going to update geometry from source. So we'll click on that and let it do its work. All right, there's the piece. And looking over here on the left-hand side, let's check to make sure the convection boundary conditions are in the same spot. So we'll see convection here is the 10 degrees. That's on the outside. Oh, still got it selected, so that's good. How about convection on the inside? Still got that one selected. That looks good. All right, let's make sure the materials are still good. So the chimney, concrete is concrete. And the brick is still brick. Looks good. All right. So let's go to our mesh. Let's see what the mesh looks like if we update that. All right, see, obviously it's much denser now than what it was before. And so all those nodes we had in the whole body are now all in this one piece here. So you can get much more dense mesh and still get the same information about what's happening. So we'll go and come in here and we'll go ahead and solve for our temperature profile. And see what we get here as a result. All right, so there we go. So we got the kind of that roundedness that was happening, and so it rounds into this other symmetry half that would have been over here, as well as the symmetry half that was over here. And we're able to do it all, and you see the temperatures coming out very much the same as what we saw in doing the full model. All right, but much smaller, and we could probably use the same number of grids that were there originally on the original model. It would run much faster because there'd be less nodes overall because of the symmetry that we cut it down to. All right, but hopefully you get the sense of what that symmetry can provide us and how to get there, cutting things down in SOLIDWORKS. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you at the next time.